What's good, everyone? BBKDRAGOON coming at you here today with a few other Monster Hunter games that are worth checking out if you enjoy World. I'm loving World. Capcom, you guys have knocked the ball out of the park, and from the reception I see on these videos and on Twitter, it seems like a lot of you guys are really digging the game as well. But I've noted Monster Hunter World seems to be a first Monster Hunter game for many of you players. With that in mind, when you complete World or your momentum starts slowing down, you may want to try other Monster Hunter games. So here are a couple of suggestions from the modern Monster Hunter era. These are mainly going to be 3DS games, starting with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Monster Hunter Generations. 4 Ultimate released back in 2014, with the original release of 4 in 2013. 4 Ultimate has always been praised as really improving the Monster Hunter series in terms of accessibility. One of the most successful Monster Hunter games ever released outside of Japan. That accessibility comes into play really in regards to the fact that Japan has always had Monster Hunter being super successful there, and over the years, it's gotten a little bit more complex and it's become its own subset, its own culture. And so mechanics have gotten a little bit more deep, and it's been a little bit more challenging for players to get involved. 4 Ultimate brought the focus back on really improving that introductory experience, yet still maintaining the level of depth and replayability that a high-quality Monster Hunter game should have. I'm highlighting this primarily because the next game that has come out, the most recent of the new 3DS titles, is Monster Hunter Generations. This thing released back in 2016 in North America, 2015 in Japan. It is praised as the most customizable Monster Hunter game to date. 36 million units sold worldwide, very successful, and it's also available with an English patch. And the reason I mention that is because Double Cross, Monster Hunter Double Cross, which is the update to Generations, the ultimate edition of Generations, you could say, came out last spring on the 3DS in 2017, and it also came out on the Switch last August. But Double Cross doesn't have an English version. They've not done an English localization of the game. Now, Switches are region free, so I have been trying to play Double Cross in my spare time the last couple of weeks, and I'll have a more detailed video soon to weigh in if it is worth importing this game or not. Spoiler alert, it's pretty challenging to play this game in all Japanese, especially since Generations is praised as being a fairly complicated Monster Hunter game. But let's say you don't have a 3DS. What is your next best option? Well, for the Nintendo Wii U, you have Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which came out in 2012. It's not going to be as accessible as 4 Ultimate, but it is still a way to actually play a console Monster Hunter game without having to own a 3DS. Highly praised, but it's going to be a little bit more dated and antiquated when it comes especially to the online features, and just some of the menus and systems are a little bit more old school. Unfortunately, there isn't really an easy way to play Monster Hunter on PC right now until World comes out this fall. There is Monster Hunter Frontier, which was an online MMO kind of style Monster Hunter game. It came out back in 2007, and I think the last update it received was either 2012 or 2013, but it was only available in Japan, Korea, and in China. Basically, I think Taiwan had also options for Frontier. It's pretty challenging to actually play Frontier from what I've heard. I know you have to do a VPN, and the Korean Frontier requires a Korean social security number in order to play. There's also Monster Hunter Online, which was a game not fully developed by Capcom. It's developed mainly by Tencent, and it's obviously another one of those games that will never probably see a release outside of China. You can play Monster Hunter Online. There are tutorials on how you can do it here in the West. I believe there is a Monster Hunter Online English patch as well. I'm not going to cover how to do that in this video because, again, you're taking your own set of risks if you want to dive in and do that. If you are truly don't want to wait till this fall and you're a PC player. But if you liked World a lot, you have a 3DS, or you've been thinking about getting a 3DS, make sure to check out Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate or Monster Hunter Generations. And be sure to check in on the channel later this week when I talk about if it's worth importing Monster Hunter Double Cross, in which you can play on the Switch. Let me know some of the other Monster Hunter games that you all enjoy that you think would make a good fit on this list or that players should check out. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. I will be back again very soon. I hope you guys have a great start to the week, and I'll talk with you later on.